Salam alaikum, bonjour à toutes et à tous. Je suis ravie d'être parmi vous aujourd'hui à cet événement et d'avoir l'honneur d'être la première intervenante aujourd'hui dans cet événement. Aussi, puisque SIPHAL, c'est le Salon international de la pharmacie en Algérie, donc permettez-moi de poursuivre ma présentation en anglais et comme ça, on rendre cet événement vraiment international. So I will start my presentation for today. My presentation today is about giving some insights on the It's giving some insights from my research experience abroad to focus on the importance of the research in the pharmaceutical field and also to emphasize the role of pharmacists in this field. In addition, from my experience abroad, I would like to make some proposition and of the role of pharmaceutical research, of the pharmacist in the innovation and new drug discovery. In addition to this, I will give some emphasizing and highlights about the importance of the infrastructure and the financial supports in giving advancement in pharmaceutical research, in addition to the ecosystem surrounding the pharmaceutical research, which is as important, as vital as the researchers themselves. But please, before starting our presentation, we have to keep in mind one fundamental idea is just the crucial role of the pharmacist and of the pharmaceutical research is to drive the development of new drugs to help to improve life and save lives. This is the importance of our career. The first point that I want to discuss today with you is the different steps and stage of new drug development from batch to bed. We say batch, this is a batch preparation, and bed is the patient's bedside. So from batch to bed. In all these steps, the pharmacist have a crucial role because actually the role of pharmacist is very extended, is far from being just in drugstores or in drug stocks management. The role of pharmacist as an actor, as an expert in medicine, pharmacy, chemistry, biology, and other fields at the same time is very important to participate in a new drug development. So the pharmacist can contribute the pharmacist can at the first time contribute in the drug discovery process, then in the evaluation of its efficacy, safety. After this, the pharmacist can participate in the clinical trials, and the pharmacist also play an important role in the study of the mechanism of action of any drug or the pathway of the pathogenesis, which helps to find some innovative targets for the new drug development. So I will give a quick overview on the different stage of new drug development to help our students and our researchers. So every drug firstly start by the drug discovery and preclinical stage. In the preclinical stage, we have to start from thousands, hundreds of thousands of molecules to select one leading compound. And after this selection, we have to do some safety, efficacy evaluation, in addition to the formulation and the stability studies, in addition to the impurities. In this stage, the pharmacist, as an expert in chemistry, can participate in this stage. Also in the IP, the intellectual properties regulations. Also as a pharmacologist in this drug safety and efficacy evaluation. Also, he can do the formulation, also is the work of the pharmacist, and doing analysis on drug stability and impurities for CMC phase. passing to the clinical stage. In the clinical stage, we have three important phases. The first phase is just to evaluate the safety of the drug in a small population of healthy volunteers. We say healthy volunteers, not patients. And after this, we pass to the second phase, which is the evaluation of the safety and the efficacy on a small population of patients. After that, we pass to the third phase clinical trial, which is the evaluation of the safety, and the important thing is the efficacy of the drug in a big and large population of patients. In all these clinical phases, the pharmacist and especially the clinical pharmacist work side by side with doctors to interpret and evaluate the results. After this, we pass to the most important phase for us, is the improvement of the drug. In this stage, the pharmacist can be a member of the improvement committees and participate in the approval process. After commercialization and after the marketing of the drug, the pharmacist also will do the pharmacovigilance, which is the fourth stage clinical trial, and this is the most important phase in any marketed drug. So all these are phases or stages that the pharmacist can do. And after this, let me give you some insights from my personal experience abroad. And why not to help? I see that almost of our present here today are students. So giving some insights and some advices to our students, our pharmacists, to maybe not, why not to start their research abroad or in Algeria. So, before starting any research, when we got this idea, I want to do pharmaceutical research. The first question that appears is when I have to start. What is the ideal time to start my research? From my experience, I would like to suggest to start your research from the master's degree. Why? Because you have some background. Of course, it is a small and limited background from the bachelor. And during your master, you have the opportunity to study, and you will get access to the learning process in universities. And also, the requirements for master students are not strict as for PhD students, or are for an employee in the industrial pharmacy. Then the second question is where I have to do my research, because abroad you will have the choice to do your pharmaceutical research in the university or in the innovation center, or also in the pharmaceutical industry, because the pharmaceutical industry, big pharma, give a huge importance to the research, the pharmaceutical research. And often we can see publications from a bigger pharmaceutical industry in international journal with a high impact factor. But from my experience, I think that the best place is to start from universities. Why? Because in the university, you will be surrounded by students. You will be in a learning environment. And also, you will be guided by a supervisor who will help you to do your research and to learn. Also, you don't have to be stressed about the fundings, the financial fundings, and the equipment, because in the university you have the fundings, the equipment, the laboratory equipment, and all the requirements to do your experiments. However, in the innovation centers, for example, in the innovation centers, they only focus on short-term projects. So you have to accomplish the project in a very short time, which will be very challenging due to the limited experience and the lack of background. And also in the pharmaceutical industry. In the pharmaceutical industry, they focus on the results. You have to give results. If you fail to give this result, your position will be in risk. Maybe you will be fired. So the university is the most and the best place to start your journey abroad. Also, small suggestion for our researcher: don't think about having money, about gaining money at the beginning. Just focus on your research. All things will come naturally later. The second thing, please don't stress about your graduation. If you only think about graduation, you will not graduate. Just focus on doing research, work hard, you will have results. Make your publication and graduate naturally. Here are some advantages of doing experiments abroad. You will gain first-hand experience in a high-performing research center and ecosystem also. You will have government supports and funding, which are very stable and continuous. Also, you will have collaborations between university, industry, government, which foster the innovation later for you, and open more opportunities after graduation for to be an employer in a good pharmaceutical industry. Also, you will have a research center equipped with all the requirements for the research, and the cutting-edge technologies will be offered for you. But to benefit from all these advantages, you have to work on yourself. First, you have to learn how to collaborate and inspire from hard worker people and colleagues. Sometimes when doing research or experiments, you will not have the access to rest, to weekends, to travel to see your family, or even to an overnight sleep while doing the experiment. So we have to work on ourselves. Then we have to learn how to listen. Listen, then start, work and learn. Because listening, we will absorb others' people knowledges. Listen, we will help us to gain more information without any efforts. And after listening, we can study, we can search, we can learn. Then we have to cultivate our adaptability capacities, because any pharmaceutical company, lab, or university has its own culture. So we have to learn how to be flexible, how to adapt in any environment to work correctly. Then we have to deepen our relationships with others, because we can't do anything by ourselves. We need others people. We work in a research group. Like this, you can participate in several research groups at the same time. We will have more publications. We will have more results later. And also, they will help you to do your experiments. After this, we have to value progress over the perfection. There is no perfection in scientific research. Just keep a continuous and stable progress. You will get the perfection naturally. And here's some advices how to learn and how to catch these opportunities. Before starting our journey, before starting our research, we have first to choose the research field. For us, for the pharmaceutical field, there is a lot of choice. We can make the pharmaceutics, which is the pharmaceutical formulation. We can clinical pharmacist. We have also the pharmacotoxicity, pharmacology. So just choose the field that you like. If you choose the thing that you like, you will succeed after. Then, how to choose the university or the center or the pharmaceutical industry. Now, I will give you the example of the university. The choice of the university will help you in several things. The first is the access to the materials, to the tools, because each university has its laboratory equipment. So choosing a good university, you will have access to a good equipment as a result. Also, the university will decide your research and the research approval and your diploma, your graduation approval in other countries and in any place also. In addition to this, Each university has their own graduation requirements. So if you choose a prestigious university, of course, they will have a strict graduation requirements, but they open a lot of opportunities for you. If you choose a big pharmaceutical industry, they will have a strict work requirements, but also they will give you other opportunities for a several future, for a better future. And the third thing is how to choose the supervisor. Now we have the access to the internet, multimedia. We can make a search on ResearchGate, on Science Direct, on Google Profile, on LinkedIn, to choose the supervisor. Because when we choose a good supervisor, he will help us to do research very easy. We can choose the supervisor based on the reputation. We can choose the supervisor based on the historical background of publications, because a supervisor with several publications, that means that they have a good background in his lab. So this will be a good point for you. In addition, also, a good supervisor will have a good laboratory, several equipment, and a stable funding. Then the surrounding and the relationships of your supervisor will help you later in your career. Maybe your supervisor will help you to choose a pharmaceutical industry. We will find for you an employment. So all these are important points when choosing the supervisor. Then we make the choice of our university, pharmaceutical field supervisor. So we will start our research. When starting research, how to decide the study project and how to make our methodology is very, very, very challenging for us, because at the beginning we don't have enough experience to choose and to decide our study plan. So just we have to start by reading research articles, reading books. Now we have the access to internet. We can read research articles everywhere, on our mobiles, on our laptops. We can print them. Just read a lot of research articles. Then discuss with other practitioners in your field. Discuss with your supervisor. Discuss with your colleagues. Attend the pharmaceutical symposiums and some events to know others people what they are doing. Also, in addition to all this, when we decide our methodology, if it is possible, at the beginning, join an existing research group. Like this, you will learn how to achieve your project. You will learn experimental methods. You will learn how to have results, and then we will be able to start your own projects. And like this, you will learn how to predict your findings. At this stage, we will have several challenges due to our limited background. So we have to work on ourselves, like I said. Just starting by learning languages, because the language is the tool of learning. If we don't have the language, so we don't have the tool of learning. Learn any language. Improve our skills in reading, writing. Will help us in our career and in our research. Also, we have to learn from others' people experience. Like I said, we can participate in some events, symposium, to learn from them. And we have to master the new techniques and all the softwares used in our pharmaceutical results interpretation, in big data analysis, the AI. Now we have a lot of tools used in pharmaceutical research. And computational knowledge also will help us to improve ourselves. Then, during our research journey, just be patient. Just at the beginning, observe, learn. Then, after having the background, we can start our own project. And we have to forget the myth of I'm the best, I will be the best one. That doesn't exist. Just we have to learn from experience, keep stable and continuous progress in our field. And we have to use the opportunities presented for us. Just work hard, and all the difficulties that you have already and that you may have during your research time, you will forget all these difficulties when just looking for the results of your drug that you participate in the development. When looking at the animals, at the cells, oh, I have a result, the tumor disappeared. It will be very, very, very a good feeling when you look at this result. And where you will see your first publication online, you will forget all the hard working, all the time passed without seeing your family, without having money, without sleeping sometimes. So just when you have the opportunity, we have to use this opportunity to achieve our goal. And from my own experience, I never thought that I would become a researcher in the pharmaceutical field. I was just a normal student in pharmacy. But after immersing myself in the research, and I become more confident and become more confident in my abilities, in my reading and writing, in what I can do. So after this, I found that the research is a continuous field. Research is my passion, and research is a continuous, not stopping field. Also, the pharmaceutical research is the most important field in helping people and solving people's problems. So, from my experience, we can learn from other people's experience when comforting other people. We can learn lessons that can be applied here in Algeria. I hope that we will have opportunities to apply this learning from other people here to Algeria, to optimize our research field, to optimize our pharmaceutical research, and here in Algeria, and we have to focus on strengthening our capacities, our infrastructure, and to drive in the future in the pharmaceutical field. This is all my presentation for today, and welcome to any question and for the débat aujourd'hui. C'est à vous la parole maintenant.